Good morning, this is Jack for Charging Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Monday, the 21st of April. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing, learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, okay, we're making good progress on Bitcoin to the upside. On the weekly chart, we are reaching, well, on every chart, we're reaching this big support level around 89 and resistance level. So we could go through that, and that's where, of course, the double bottom resistance is. The weekly middle band is at 91,830, and again, as a target and a potential resistance level. Looking at the daily chart, the new weekly pivot is at 84,912. We are significantly above it. I've got the monthly pivot there too, and we've broken above it really this morning. We're testing the 200 DMA at 88,228. Not quite there yet, but almost. Seeing a visual test start here. If we can break over that, then we've got more upside coming, I think. And we've broken over, obviously, this declining resistance, which is important. And we're getting pretty close to the double bottom resistance. Now, obviously, I'm going to do a couple of posts. I'm going to do a post on crypto this morning, but I'm also going to be doing a post later on this week about current reserve currencies and how we might see crypto start to become a flight to safety destination. And if we start going down significantly further on equities, which I'm thinking is very, very possible, then we might actually see crypto starting to go up rather than down. Now, I'm pretty hesitant about predicting that because it's just not something that has happened historically. But I think we have been seeing cracks in the armor of US Treasuries as the flight to safety destination, and this is one of the obvious alternatives. So I'm thinking we could be starting another leg up here, and we've got a double bottom here. The target would be in the 101.5 to 103.75 area. But if we saw that, we could see a new all-time high and potentially significant further higher highs in the event there was serious trouble on equities. As I said, it hasn't happened before, but it is something I'm wondering about. Looking at Solana, nice progress to the upside too. We've almost reached the first target. This might be close enough. We don't have any negative divergence on the hourly chart. In terms of the possible IHS I drew in, we're making good progress. Ideally, we'd get up into the 147.5 area and then see a pullback. But of course, it could just break up. This is not a great looking double bottom, but it's not awful. We could do that instead of forming a right shoulder, but we're making good progress. And I'm thinking we're pretty close to tagging 147, and we may well reach that today. Looking at Ethereum, this has been much slower off the mark. I've still got a nice looking setup here. We're testing the daily middle band at 1631, and we're almost exactly on that as and when I was looking at that this morning. In terms of the IHS, we have not been following the arrows. I was wondering about this. Ethereum has been significantly underperforming the others. That doesn't mean this option is off the table, but I think if we do see crypto become a flight to safety destination, that will be led by Bitcoin, likely benefit Solana, and might only benefit Ethereum a bit. So we shall see. All right, great. In that case, that's a wrap. Look out for a post today. Just have a quick look at questions, of which we have none. But look out for a post today. I'm going to be talking about the progress on this. Not an awful lot that I've not already been talking about in this video. But I'll be having a look at these and just saying where I think this might go on this rally. On Solana and Bitcoin particularly, and that, of course, it may not be a rally. This could be the start of another leg up. We're a long, long way from seeing that. Any confirmation of that on Ethereum. We could see that relatively soon on Solana with a serious break over 147, ideally with an IHS to support it. We've already broken over the declining resistance there, and we've broken over it this morning on Bitcoin. This is opening potential higher targets. We will see how that goes. All right, brilliant. In that case, I will see you. My pleasure as always. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.